video, we learned how to save a selection. So now we're ready to put in our first piece of fruit. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go back to select. I want to load it up. So I hit load selection, and you'll see right here. Now sometimes it might say layer transparency. It may have another name, so you may not see that word bowl right away. So just make sure that you go in here and make sure when you click you find the word bowl that you had typed previously. So you hit OK, and as you can see, my selection is ready to go. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to go over to my first piece of fruit. Now don't forget, I went in and I did select and I did subject, and now I have my orange. So I'm going to hit copy, Command C. So I'm going to go back to my fruit bowl, and don't forget, make sure you're on the right layer over here to the right. So I'm going to click on there on layer 1. Then I'm going to go edit, and then you'll see here paste special and paste into, because we want to paste it into the bowl. So now check it out. Now I can go in and resize this piece of fruit and put it right there, as you can see. Okay, so this is a good thing. So now we're ready to go. I can have it sit out here if I want, and sitting over to the side of the bowl like that. So now I can start to build out all my pieces of fruit. Okay, so my orange is done. Let's get rid of it, get rid of the clutter. Now I want to go to the grapes. Okay, so I'm going to go to the grapes, and I'm going to go select subject. I'm going to copy that. Let's go back to the fruit bowl. Whoops. So we're going to put this here. Don't forget, when you're done, you want to make sure you hit enter. Okay, you double click, and now it's where it belongs. So it's a little big, so I'll shrink that down a little bit. So now moving on to the next thing, I'd already selected my grapes, so I have to go back. Now each time that I want to paste in a piece of fruit, I have to keep going back each time to select. Okay, and then I have to go back in and reload the selection each time. I know it seems like a bit of a pain in the butt, but it's a lot easier once it's saved. So I click here, I go back to bowl, I hit OK, and there's those marching ants that we talk about. And then once again, you go edit, paste special, paste into. So it's really more just learning through repetition. As you can see, I'll move this over here a little bit. Okay. Okay. So you may notice there's a little bit of a blur right here. It's just a setting that you don't really need to worry about. It just does what's called a feathering around it, which ironically I should have checked and fixed. But for the purpose of this assignment, it's fine. Your pictures will not look blurred. Okay. So now that's all you're really doing. So if you go over here to the right and look over here at layer, you have to make sure. So here's my grapes, and there's my selection. So each time you're just going to do this 6 times. You go, and we'll do it one more time. We go back to layer 1, okay? And then we go to our next piece of fruit, which is an apple. Select subject, okay? Command copy. Back to the fruit bowl. So as you can see, I got to go back again and load my selection up. So I go load selection, back to bowl. I hit OK. I'll see my marching ants. I'm on the right layer over here, and once again we do edit, paste special, paste into. Okay, and then we want to make sure all the sizes match. Okay. Okay, so for my next video, all the fruit should be in the bowl. I'm going to show you how to reposition and juggle the layers around, how to save it as a PSD, and then save it as a JPEG, and then you're ready to upload it to Schoology.